feeling this and that, but it's like, okay, well, judgment day's around the corner. Go find out.
Narrative we believe now.
Yep. As he said, he's gonna come like a thief in the night. We know not the hour. So
that's very true.
That could be later on today for all we know.
Yeah.
So
never know.
For sure. But now I'll be seeing y'all around.
All right, Quinn. Y'all be blessed.
For sure. Shalom.
Like, brother, you gotta see him. It's not according to knowledge, but I like to see him.
Yeah, God. Why don't you have like that?
The woman was like, yeah, you can't say that. You say it in the most high. You saw her when she was just laughing. She was just like, oh, come on. We ain't finna play with you. You come out here and talk to us. We go for the head lob. We try to be, a little, I'm going for the head lob. We gotta come out of this, man. We gotta come out of these religions, man. It's about that time. Yeah, it's about that time. So we ain't gonna play too many games. We not finna.
We hear his voice and we know it.
Yeah.
He's one of them. The Lord will call you out if he wants to.
We did all. Hopefully the brother, some seeds prepared. He go do some research. And we out here, so you can come ask us questions if you ever have them. Brush up. If you believe in that Trinity, man, you got to brush up hard. You coming out here, you're talking to niggas that know that thing. Trust me, I've watched tons of videos of Trinitarians talking. Man, them niggas don't. Them niggas are easily confoundable if you read the Bible. It is what it is.
But they don't accept the proof,
Yeah.
But none of this
And then, a lot of times Christians don't. It gets a little, because these mundane Christians, they like talking about the triune God and just the deity of Christ. It's like, how about we start talking about some eschatology and who's going to ask in captivity, who's going to be, what laws do we have to follow? Where is those talks? Y'all just want to talk about Christ being God all damn day. Just talk about some salvific things. Y'all want to talk about is Christ the Most High God? But the brother understand you gotta keep the laws of God. So you come out here next time, we'll have a conversation.
we confound him pretty quick.
Yeah.
Just as quick as we confounded that Muslim man, we confounded him so quick.
Yeah. Yeah, the Muslim brother. And it'd be nice. They be nice. It's just y'all got soft hearts. Not knowing no information, man. You can't, what's it?
19th. What is it? Next week or the week after?
What, Halloween?
Yeah.
Next week, I think. Not this week, the week after.
Okay, yes. And I guess we'll be down here pulling the late nighter.
Yeah. Yeah, fun last time.
Yeah, I'm about to get some stock up in the hand warmers. Get ready.
One fight, he couldn't get it. He was like, "What you're saying? I'm not chosen."
Crashed out. He started to crash out.
Yeah, he was crashing out. He's like, "I've never heard this in my life. Never heard this in my life." Yeah, Queen got everything, man. Get your household in order. Your wife is whoever she is, she dressing modestly and got that in order. Get your house in order, man. That's it. Our people have a zeal about it. It's not according to the knowledge.
That matters, man.
It matters, yeah.
It really does. I really believe, man, you kind of here for, you know, if you really out here, she's trying to pull you out of that. And you meet the prophets, man.
Yeah,
You
I was
start
gonna
to
hang out
hear
with him when I went to
you
Milwaukee,
probably-
but I didn't
you tend to get pulled up out of that mess.
Book of Romans chapter 11 and verse 7, it says, "What then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
Something else or something like that.
So, hey, you up the elect? Let's go get this thing. Just, you know, it's gonna take some. I say, who the hell is talking that shit?
Yeah, somebody down there going off on the public.
Oh, that
But yeah, man, the election have obtained it, man. So, yeah, man. So like, you know, it may take, you know, the seeds take different times to grow. You know, that's why it says the seed fall on the hard ground or it fell on, you know, like the softer ground. And sometimes it takes time for these things to root up in individuals. So, you know, yeah, bring it up.
I mean,
Oh, that's all I want to say. For some people, you know, some people might, because some brothers when they heard this, you know, they repented overnight. But some brothers, it's going to take time to beat down those strongholds and those gates of hell that are located within their minds. That's impeding themselves onto the children of God. So sometimes it's going to take longer for those gentlemen and for those women to come out of the ways of idolatry. You know, because it's hard to give up the things of the world and come into the kingdom man for some people. So.
this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, reading from verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
That's right. So the wise are just going to have this. Sometimes the wise are just going to have this natural proclivity to understand the truthfulness of the Bible and to understand real Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's right.
You know, when you hear that you have to keep the laws of God in order to be saved, you know, sometimes that could be a stumbling block for most people because they don't believe themselves to do anything but just to do like what other people tell them to do, or just to be a filthy, disgusting sinner and just dwell in iniquity. Because it's one thing to miss the mark or some sin go unknowingly, yet for you to just be a worker of iniquity. You know, for you to be an antinomian, what Peter said. He said to twist Paul's epistles to go into antinomianism, not keeping the law at all. Definitely a difference. All accounted as wickedness, but it's definitely a difference on the scale. But then for people to use God to say that you can just be a worker of iniquity. That's just get to the real just like straight blasphemy.
Definitely.
Maybe.
A lot of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
All these churches just around doing exactly that.
Basically, the thesis of it is you're saying Christ died for you to break God's laws. You literally died. You're saying Christ died for you to break the laws, which sent us into the cataclysm that we go through, even having the bodies that we have. Like that's literally what you're saying.
I mean, it's like
So you can go off. Yeah. You're making him what? Minister of sin. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I wish you could
That's
see
just
it.
crazy. And they think when you do right things or you're trying to be like Christ, they think you like trying to make yourself, puff yourself up to be something. It's not that. It's just you want to abide in Christ's love. And Christ said, you abide in my love by keeping my commandments, as I have abided in my Father's love and kept his commandments. So to abide in all of their love, you're going to have to keep the commandments of God. Pretty simple. Now that I'm looking 2020 hindsight, you know, it's pretty simple. the book of St. Matthew chapter 25 and verse 1. It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. That they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil into their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Alright? Kind of the same parable when you read Matthew 7, man. Broad is the way. Broad is the way. Straight is the way for life, onto life. Hey, he said, the people that depart from me, ye workers of iniquity, that's how he doesn't know you. You don't know Christ if you're not keeping his commandments. You don't know God if you're not keeping his commandments. It says, I have come to judge those of 3rd and 4th generations of those that hate me, that don't do things that are according to me. What's going on, hermano? Y'all believe Jesus de Cristo?
You're gonna die in the land of your captivity.
Man. Hey, stop trying to be like a gringo.
So right is actually right now.
Goddamn gringo, man.
They might see it as like, oh, they being like some kind of hip, you know, that the gringo ain't hip.
Yeah.
But no, man, that's what he's giving you, man.
Yeah.
That's what's been put out there on your, on your Telemundos, your BETs, and whatever kind of drip shops they get out there. That's specifically designed for you to go off, man. Instead of keeping the ways of our forefathers.
Yeah, they kind of like Hispanic brothers like that. They just be like, oh, we're not believing what the conquistador gave. And I agree. Don't believe what the conquistador gave. But and that's why I said, Esau's got hell to pay, because it's a double-edged sword. You either take our people away from the truth and we're eaten up by that, or you allow them to dwell in idolatry, which you're done.
Yeah, they still fall in the ways of Satan, which at the end of the day, it's still,
Yeah.
so-called white man. Hey, y'all believe in God? Hey, can we talk to you for a second?
They love white people.
I know, man. I couldn't tell what was going on.
No,
there.
they adopted.
That's what I thought they were adopted. I was about to call them out of that, man.
They look like Ethiopians.
They did, actually. They didn't really look like Jake. They looked like Ethiopians. Straight up Ethiopians.
Ethiopians just got that distinct look.
They do. I feel like they do, and so do Somalians.
Somalian, Djibouti.
You can tell.
Somalia, Djibouti, Eritrea, all the niggas the same.
Yeah. Some of them we think that we ascribe to being like Somalians and whatnot. It could actually be that a look of the Egyptian, straight up Egyptian. I mean, because they all those is all the same people. They all Hamites. I just wonder, because I know they got pushed up out of there. I just wonder which one.
A lot of them went into Sudan too.
Sudan? Okay.
So a lot of the Sudanese, not like the lower Sudanese, like them darker ones, a lot of them are ancient Egyptians, yeah. Tall, lanky.
Yeah. It's them.
Even the short ones, they still look lanky. Like, I don't know what it is.
And then when you think about that, and you relate that back to the Levites, because Moses was mistaken for them in a certain way, and you see they actually good runners too, So that lets you know, man. And they best runners, I got that leakiness to them, but they still got seemingly a little bit more solid though, like they got that little muscle on them still though. So they let you know, man. Hey, the Lord. He put that on us, man. You can see. Never done. Anything happening? This to the upwards of the people, which also equate to earthquakes in diverse places. It's still happening. There's definitely rumors of wars going on. And the devil is starting to come down upon Jake. You know, it did for a time. So yeah, this thing is still going.
Yeah, it says, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 29 and verse 14. It says, in NIV, and I will bring them back from the captivity and return them to Upper Egypt, the land of their ancestry, where they will be a lowly kingdom. Because the Egyptians were exiled and they had to go back to Upper Egypt, meaning they had to take us disperse south. And what's south of Egypt? Sudan. And a lot of the Sudanese are because they have to return back to Upper Egypt. That means they push